In our last two segments, we spoke about setting up strong grant applications. But securing funding isn't just about writing strong grant applications, it's also about building lasting relationships with funders. And if you're looking for brand new funders, you've got to be ready to launch new relationships. Successful fundraising requires trust, engagement, and strategic networking. Today, we'll quickly explore how to cultivate funder relationships, increase your application success rate, and ensure long-term sustainability. And remember, if you're the marketing partner in this effort and you're collaborating with someone from your development team, you'll want to determine who owns any new funder relationships as the lead contact. So let's start with researching and targeting the right funders. You've heard me mention that we don't want to waste resources, including our time or the funder's time, on an effort that clearly won't be a fit. So let's start by identifying funders whose priorities align with our mission. Use grant databases, funder websites, and past grant recipients to guide your search. And when you find a potential match, capture any information you can use to customize an application or pitch that's going to highlight your shared values and goals. I like to encourage our partners to build a funder prospect list and categorize them by priority, funding capacity, and alignment. Sometimes it's just as helpful to know who you don't align with as who you do. And to consider the funders in the middle, where there might be an opportunity to align if you can make a project make sense. It also helps to engage with funders before applying. Many funders will say they don't entertain unsolicited asks, but they often consider new asks from people they've met. They just don't want to be spammed with email proposals. That means you have to get out there and be seen, even when you're not actively in the middle of an ask. To do this, you can attend funder-hosted webinars, events, and networking opportunities. You can reach out to program officers to ask insightful questions about their funding priorities. And you can follow funders on social media and engage with their content. Instead of cold applying, the goal is to initiate a conversation. You can even say something like, "We're exploring funding opportunities to expand STEM education in underprivileged communities. Would you be open to a brief discussion on how our goals might align with your funding priorities?" You really want to start to engage in conversation, showing them that you're expressing interest and keeping yourself top of mind. And be mindful that this should not just be an ask or an introduction. Once you've engaged a potential funder, you'll want to focus on your follow-up and stewardship strategy. Send a thank you note if you submitted a proposal, regardless of the outcome and whether your project was funded or not. If your application was rejected, request feedback to improve future applications. That not only helps you learn how to improve your application for next time, but it shows that you're really invested in your work and continuous improvement, and that is a trait that funders value. Also, keep funders updated on your progress and impact. Even when you're not actively applying, you can treat them like long-term partners, not just one-time donors. And if you're a young organization that doesn't have a dense track record to showcase, or if your capacity is limited, you might want to consider leveraging your networks and collaborations to partner with other organizations to apply for joint funding. You can utilize your board members here, stakeholders, supporters, anyone that can help make warm introductions. And you can even join coalitions and professional networks in your sector. For example, if a funder values innovation, you're going to look to highlight how your organization collaborates with tech partners that are going to enhance your impact. Finally, be sure you don't miss opportunities. Grant deadlines and submission requirements can vary widely from funder to funder, so maintain a grants tracking system for applications, deadlines, and outcomes. I also recommend that you analyze trends in past applications to refine future proposals. What was successfully funded and why? What didn't pass muster, and can we assess or even maybe outright ask what it was that fell short? You'll want to use data-driven impact reports to showcase success and build credibility, and pairing those metrics with a well-maintained funder database can help you track relationships, funding history, and maintain key context. Strong funder relationships are going to lead to higher success rates and long-term support. So by engaging funders early, maintaining communication, and demonstrating impact, we can create sustainable funding pipelines that are going to fuel our mission for years to come.